three separate accounts for that,
Okay.
and you don't have this in here.
Okay. All right, welcome everybody to the November 20th meeting of the Redevelopment Commission. We'll start out the pledge. Pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, so the first item on the agenda is the approval of minutes from the regular meeting on August 21st of 2025. You guys should have that in your packet.
You can do the annual first.
I can do
It's
the
two
annual
separate,
first.
two
Yeah.
separate. And I think that's where the corrections, that's in the annual minutes. Is that not correct, Ashley?
Yeah, so in the annual meeting minutes, I'd make a motion to make an adjustment on the meeting minutes to reflect the $340,939 is the account balance available to the TIF, and that we are caught up with the bond and with the payment to the city. And accept the meeting minutes after amended.
Okay, we have a motion for that correction. Do we have a second?
Well, I've got a question real quick. So his motion said that was 340 is what we have available. But I thought you said we had available 376.
As of today, but as of June 30th,
Okay.
when Mike did the annual meeting, I had written down that we had 349,000, but I had written that we were caught up with our payments. So when I typed it, I misinterpreted as that was our payment. So what Mike actually said was our bank balance as of June 30th was $340,939, and that reflected that we're caught up on all our payments.
Okay, I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
All right.
I'll abstain. I wasn't here, so
What's that?
I'm just trying to learn.
Hey, I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Oh,
So I abstain. I wasn't here.
so, all in favor except for Gene, he abstained.
They didn't.
Okay.
They swear at
I
me,
need
but
you,
not
you
in.
need to see those accounts.
Probably will down when it comes to
Let me-
Mike's.
So Ashley, that motion was just for the annual meeting, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Are you gonna make another motion?
I'll make a motion to accept the August 11th meeting minutes.
I'll second that also.
First and a second, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Abstain again.
Okay. So, old business, there's not a whole lot of update on the traffic study. Strand reached out and basically wanted an updated land use map. And I think, I referred them to Marie at the area plan, I think Kathy. She referred them to Kathy and she took care of that.
They wanted the land
What is
what?
Strand?
They wanted update on the land use.
Traffic
in the
count.
area out there where they're doing the
Which-
traffic study.
On 7 or on 50?
On 7.
7 north,
Right there by your property.
by Garlet's and all
Yeah,
that.
that area.
Didn't they already do that once, do a traffic count a while back?
It was, we was looking at the whole guy.
That's
They
probably
said,
the
"How
most
would you
recent
study
thing
that to see how much traffic?"
And what
I
is
don't think
Strand?
anybody else
The
has any
company
better
that does it?
information.
Yes.
Okay,
That I'm aware of.
so it's not an NDOT study, it's done by an independent
It's
company?
done by an individual.
Okay,
yeah,
that's Strand, okay.
Strand.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I knew what that was.
But that's what we have to do that for, because NDOT won't even.
But I thought
look
NDOT
at
did
it.
it.
They will after they get Strand.
Okay.
And then they'll.
I thought
do
Tim
the thing.
Tin Hunt told me a while back that they did a traffic count when they was looking
I
at
did
that double
not read
roundabout.
Mike's resignation.
They did
Yeah, maybe
traffic
don't
count.
listen to him, honey.
I probably should have. Are you going to this meeting? Okay.
So,
Listen to him.
on the lines of Strand, there's an email in the back of the packet that addresses that. It was actually sent to Mike. And I think we're under contract with them until 31st of March. So obviously, everything.
Do you know what that total was that we're paying them?
It's like 28,000, isn't it? It's pretty high.
I thought it was higher than that.
I thought it was 36, but
Well, maybe
What
it's
was the
after we
first
paid
payment?
8.
It's
She's got the
36.
first payment in there, the Strand.
Okay. 36,000.
That's a lot of money.
Oh, it's just.
It's on that first page that we looked at.
Would you have sat out there for
Yeah.
24 hours?
Yeah.
and
But
counted
this is
cars?
on money, I mean, yeah, no, I would not.
1,200 is
For
what
that kind of
we
money,
paid.
I would.
Yeah, I mean, how many days I have to do it? One?
No,
The rest of
you'd
it's
have to be
with
there,
insurance.
rain or shine for a full week.
In Northwest
For
Region.
a
For a
full
whole
week?
week?
Now, is it random days or is it
So we've paid
continuous?
$1,200 so far, Strand, but I don't know,
We got an invoice, do we?
they've not sent anything
We're good then.
to Mike, all right? So, does anybody have any more discussion or questions about that? Okay.
Probably not right now. No. I'll wait till we get it back.
Also in your packet is a Mike Gertz resignation letter. I think it was dated maybe about 3 weeks ago, I believe.
I do want to talk about that, not his resignation letter, but I do have something I want to bring up when we get into new business. Don't let me forget.
Okay.
Do we need to vote on
No.
that, to accept that resignation?
I guess we do. I think
Probably
we do.
should.
I think
you
you're
would, yeah.
right, yeah.
So we will vote on that, just to accept the resignation. We could tell him no, and we have an extra member then. So does anybody want to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to accept Mike Gerth's resignation as printed.
A second?
I'll second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Abstain again.
Everybody except Gene and
You
he
don't wanna kick
abstains.
him out?
I wasn't involved yet, so.
He's got to be sworn in.
Yeah, but that does, we don't do.
We don't do that. We don't
does
do that. That's county, the council does that. We already did that Tuesday night.
That's
You
what I was
just,
thinking.
you just told me I was there, so,
We-
okay.
We appointed him.
We've never been sworn
I've never been sworn in
Yeah,
either.
nobody's been sworn in. He's
in. No.
So I've been
When
sworn
we-
in.
All we
He was
do by
appointed.
statute.
I've been sworn in.
All we do is make the appointment, and they accept or do,
He's
and
been
not accept.
appointed, so he's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's
I
what
guess
they,
you
that's
could
what they
put
told
that
us,
in
what our
the-
attorneys told us.
To see if that needs to be
But
done.
we can do it.
So just welcome Gene.
We'll check.
Thank you.
He'll check.
Checks in the
I'll
mail.
check and see if.
President will check.
I'm just doing it for the power and the money, you know, so.
Yeah, checks in the mail.
The fame.
I want to be sworn in.
I think you should be. Next item of new business is the annual spending plan report preparation. I talked to Baker Tilly yesterday. They're gonna prepare that. It's gonna be filed by December 1st.
Oh, wow.
So they're under the
And
gun.
what's that plan
The annual spending plan
for? Okay,
report.
got it.
I mean, and it's for the future years, for 2026.
That's something I think that, what is our plan, Mr. President, as far as, keeping Baker Tilly or moving on and putting it all in, one hand? Is that, how long are they under contract with us?
I asked them, well, they're not under contract really. They're just a la carte. If we need them, we just call them. And so if you guys want to discuss whether you want to continue using them or if you want to use somebody else, or I don't know what everybody's thoughts are.
Was there an invoice in here for that?
Yeah. 4 of them. I
The
think.
annual spending report?
Oh,
That's
I
not-
thought you missed a bond. No, I didn't have.
No, there was no invoice because they've not prepared it yet.
Oh, okay.
I actually just talked to them yesterday.
Has there been any like checking around to see other rates or anything, or did they just go with this one, or?
Yeah, my thing
I don't
is,
think
with-
we have checked around.
my issue with, and I don't have an issue at all with Baker Tilly at all, but, and I know others may feel this way, but I think that we use Reedy as our financial advisors here. There's always a, issue, coming out of the auditor's office is who's doing this. We paid Baker Tilly, last year to do it. Sarah had Reedy do it, so we ended up paying
Paying them.
twice. And they're always on, and they're looking at all of our finances all the time, and they're easy to contact, easy to get a hold of. And I don't always find that same, response from Baker Tilly. It's for me. I don't know about, I've talked to, I talked to Mike a little bit back about that a little bit. and he had some issues a few times, so.
So when's the best time to make
To make that
switch?
adjustment, now's the best time.
Even with the annual spend due on December 1st?
I
I'm
think the
thinking the
best
same
time's in
thing,
January.
actually.
January?
Because
Because
I'm
we-
thinking, I don't know that or that Reedy will have time to do that. I
They
mean,
might not have.
we've got a week left of November.
And that gives us time to think about that a little bit more too. I don't want to I don't disagree. I just want to really,
There's no opposition necessarily, I'm just asking. a
no,
question.
I know, I figured
I think it'd
that.
be better if it's all streamlined, like same as council and everybody's using.
But let's just wait till
The
January, like you
communication would be a
said.
lot easier.
That makes sense to me, and that way it gives you time to think about it and do a little, when I got a question, I'm the type, but you all know anyway, I need answers quick. It has to be fed to me quick, because I got so much going on. And so, and a lot of times I don't get that, but when I call Reedy, they're immediate, and you know that.
I would agree. I would agree.
I mean, I don't have a preference one way or another, I just think for the annual report,
We'll wait.
we'll wait. But
Okay, all right, yep.
So do we need to vote on that? Or-
for the annual report, I already told them to do it, so.
Okay.
Well, we've been using them, so I would have think that we wouldn't have to vote on it, because we've been
No.
using them.
We've been using them,
And
so I wouldn't think so.
we voted to use them.
Right, we did.
So-
So I think we're okay
Yeah.
until January. This is probably something we could wait on, but I wanted to kind of get ahead of it. For 2026, and the meeting schedule is in your packet. It's just basically the third Thursday of every month.
I got it.
It's easier to me to go ahead and advertise all those meetings and cancel them if you have to
Yep.
versus calling everybody and see if we need to have a meeting.
Yeah.
So does anybody have any thoughts on that?
Are they always at 11 o'clock here?
They
Okay,
are.
Okay, thank you.
I would agree. I have it on my calendar always on the third Thursday. And if we don't need one, it just frees up time for me.
Yeah, I agree. And I talked to the auditor's office and they didn't have any conflicts currently, but if something comes up, we can always move it upstairs if we have to, but it doesn't sound like if we get them early enough, we'll have to do that anyway.
My only comment is, let's just have them if we need them. If we don't need them, cancel them.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. Go ahead and put the schedule out, but cancel them if we don't need them. I agree with that. I don't think we need to come in here if there's nothing going on.
Okay.
We can Zoom the pledge if we need to.
What's that?
Nothing.
I heard him.
So if everybody's agreeable to that one, we could have a motion to approve those as written in our packets.
I'll make a motion to
I'll
approve.
second that. I can actually get involved in this one. I'm here.
Got a first and a second. Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor? Okay. So the next item is our fund balance, which is currently $376,
Uh-huh.
or $376,014.
That would be terrible.
That'd be terrible.
That's as
Today.
of today's date.
Yep.
Okay,
Think
thank
it
you.
went up. 26,000.
Yeah, we had a $25,000 deposit and there was something else. Maybe something hasn't been cashed.
Yeah. But it's gonna be, it's actually,
Okay.
if you put all the funds together, it's higher than this, but you got to get you need to get a copy of that.
We've got the rest of them here. This is what Sarah just brought.
Oh, was it?
Okay, and actually that's wrong.
What's wrong?
Doesn't this cash balance say 344? Or sheet, which page, this is page 4, that's page 1.
That says 376.
We started out, and so
Oh,
it's
okay.
subtracting
Yep,
down.
yep, gotcha.
Okay, so let me see where we've got 2
Tuesday night, it was
And 3.
350. I don't know.
and 4. It's 344, 615.87.
344, 615, 87.
How much? 344 what?
344,
615,
615, right there.
Is the balance, cash balance in that account?
Okay. In that account.
Yes.
Okay.
Does anybody from the council know if, for 2026, is there a line item for operating, I mean, just for miscellaneous expenses for TIF? If we have to, because we can't spend out of that account for miscellaneous expenses. I mean, if you if you have,
There is not.
well, we probably need to talk about, I mean, I don't know how that works, but,
Well, we can make a line item before the end of the year.
So what kind of miscellaneous expenses you thinking? What are you talking about?
well, it's just, you can't use that money for operational expenses,
Why can't you?
because the statute says you can't.
I don't know.
What other expenses would you have?
I can't think of any right now, but if you were doing,
Where does your legal come out? Where do you take your legal out when you do your legal?
the legal comes out of the
Operating.
operating.
Well, everything will come out of that. It depends on how you
word it.
how you word it, how you present that.
Admin services are.
So our insurance comes out of here.
For instance, advertising.
I'll find out pretty quick.
You couldn't take advertising out of there. That's an operational expense.
I
I'll
want-
find out.
I want this to be known too. So our insurance was not paid last year in November, so it's gonna reflect so these bills
Well,
should
that
be
would-
paid by these were sent out 11/4. So you're gonna have 2 years
Coming
of
out, yeah.
the same year. You're gonna have two.
So it's gonna come out of this.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
Well,
because
that's
they,
operational expense.
okay, what I'm saying though is, you could misconstrue it as, oh, they've already been paid this year, because they were paid January the 16th of 25. They're gonna be paid again in December of 25, but these are for 26.
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind, but it's gonna show in 25's.
Let me ask that. I'm gonna ask the TIF attorney about that
Ask
and
that.
see what he tells me. And then I'll see if he'll send me something. Yes,
And I'll send you
Taking it
the-
out of that same fund, you mean?
I know you can.
Yeah, I think it'd be how you worded it, it would make all the difference.
You might say, well, you need a different line item, so if you do that, then you need to appropriate some funding in that every year.
Yeah,
In
to a
that
different line.
miscellaneous fund. Maybe. I'll see what they say.
Okay, sounds good. And I'll send you the statute that I was referring to, so. Okay.
The other thing on this is we are not, where's this account at? Is this account at, it's not an interest-bearing account. Why don't we have this in a money market?
Oh, okay, why not? We should.
We should have this in a money
Yeah,
market.
get with Tina.
I don't think,
Yeah.
I don't think that money is in a separate account. I think it's in a county-wide account. and
Well,
this
we're
is just-
investing all our county money.
Yeah, so I think it probably is.
We're doing
invested.
amazing,
But
too.
we're not getting the benefit of it.
We're not getting the interest on ours.
Correct.
On that money, well, maybe, can you talk to Tina about this?
No, I just was looking at to see.
No, I
if
said,
we were-
would you?
Yes, I'll talk to
Yeah.
Tina about it. So I think
Yeah.
that we should keep that separate, maybe open
Yeah.
that in a separate account instead of out of the general as a line item so that the TIF is building interest on the,
Because the access to that money's like 2 days or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty
with
cool.
Indiana Trust.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah, matter of fact, they might have to back up and pay us a bunch of interest.
Yeah.
If they've been using our money.
Pay.
What's that now?
They would.
You're hitting our other pocket, be careful.
Yeah.
So you're just hitting one pocket to the other.
Yeah, I forget that.
Tuesday night, we'd be beating you up for that.
They keep it, they have it in a separate variable.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
Is that typical for like other county departments? I mean, it's all in one pool of money,
Yeah, yeah.
so.
But,
You're unique though, because you have different powers and authorities.
yes,
I mean, you're able to
Right.
take out loans.
Right, and that's why I think that account needs to be a separate account, standalone, and let us invest it as the board sees.
yeah, we gotta be really careful with that because, yes, okay.
Okay. I assume nothing we're gonna do today, but we have to assume that Tina wants to be president next year.
No.
That's my suggestion.
No,
No.
seriously, I was just gonna say,
I
we're
was
gonna have to
serious.
figure out who's gonna be president, vice president,
We
secretary,
are.
so be thinking
I was
about
pretty
that.
serious, I was pretty serious about that.
Can't you do it again, Travis?
Oh, this is my first day.
It's gonna be your
done a
first
well
day of
job.
a year, first day of a
My
bunch.
first and last.
I'm there with you, Travis.
Actually, you'd be a good president.
Yeah, I've done it before.
Yeah.
I've
You know
already
what,
filled
I
it
think,
out.
here's what I think, honestly, I think it should be, I know we're not voting today, I think it should be Travis Shepard, president, Tina, vice president, and secretary down there. That's my opinion, that's what I want to, I mean, we got here.
If that's a motion.
Other than
Can't do it
getting,
now.
other than getting the first two backwards, I agree.
No.
Okay.
When do you have to do it?
I just wanna get
That
sworn,
January meeting has to be done?
I just want to get sworn in, like you do it.
Me? No, I'm new. I gotta figure the ropes.
Kathy, do you have anything new out at the Sickles property, or everything's just moving along? You know, when we were out there, yeah, you know, they said that their industry is really taking a hit.
They have, you know, ads prepared for site two, but. it's
Right,
on hold. I mean,
right,
not-
right. You know, Brad Bender's still wanting to meet with me, and I just haven't had time to do it, to know what, you know, we don't have any idea, we don't know what revenue's gonna come off of that.
It's gonna be,
You
a
guys will have to adopt
It
your,
will.
you know, you do in December, you do your spend, like, it's a very broad, generic spending plan. You guys probably in January or February, you'll have, do a working session where you know, like you do with council, you'll
Right.
set aside and say, what do we think?
Right,
That kind of thing, and that
right.
might give you a better.
What the revenue's gonna look like.
understanding as to what Vernon even needs, or,
Right.
you know, their wants are different than maybe than their needs.
Yes,
Then
yes,
your budget may be different than both of those, so.
yes.
uh,
Do we not need to vote to pay those invoices, Travis?
As they get done here, I'll-
I'm waiting on them. I will tell you, that there's a couple things. So Terry Ferguson came in here at our council meeting Tuesday night, and he's putting that statue up over in the courtyard, or in the courthouse. And they're gonna put the base in, but they can't put the top in because they don't have the money. And I don't know how everybody feels, that's pretty significant to me. It's really, really, really neat and significant. I think it looks unfinished as a county for that not to have that statue on top. And I don't understand why the TIF can't help out with that, because we are an infrastructure group, and that's what that is. Anything that's a base, anything that's got to do with something, a permanent concrete structure, has got to do with structural or infrastructure. But I just want you guys to think about that, if there's any possible way we could help them out to finish that project.
It's $11,000.
Yeah, but I'm not saying we've
They
gone
they got 5, he said roughly.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
He said they had about 5,000
Yes.
pledged.
yes.
I wish we could really look at that kind of
Well,
stuff.
no, that's for the base.
Yeah, the
Nothing for
11,000.
the soldier.
Yeah,
Nothing for
it
the
was,
soldier.
it was like, yeah, that's what I mean, the soldier was like 20,000.
11.
11,000 for the
No.
soldier, 11,000 for the base.
Yeah, 11,000.
But that quote he had, it showed the total was 32, but they cut it down to 11 without the statue.
No, he said, I asked him the
And
question.
he said the soldier
I
was
thought
the
he said that,
same.
but that paper didn't say that. I looked right
Right,
at
because
it.
they cut other things out.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Well,
I got you.
anyway, I just really would be nice if we could think about that, because I think that's the kind of things that we should be doing, if we can, here in Vernon, because I really would be nice to.
I think it'd be nice if it was a tribute to all soldiers, not just a Civil War.
Well,
If there's a way, but they're the ones spearheading it, their
Right,
Civil War committee.
right.
we can talk about that, and I didn't talk to Terry about it, I was really interested when he was saying that. though.
Like you have the one at Vernon,
Yeah.
it's a tribute to all veterans and has all the wars listed on there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just a select group, it's all the veterans.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of stuff that the
Yeah.
county TIF
Yeah,
things.
it'd
We
be
can,
nice
we
to
can do
do.
that, we can afford things like that. We can't afford to put in big factories
Mm-hmm.
and build buildings. We ain't got that kind of money, but that kind of stuff we can.
Mm-hmm.
And do researches, like we're doing studies, we can do that kind of stuff. Also, I wanted to bring up that, and it's how I feel about this. I don't want anyone, president, anybody, representing me outside of this meeting, if that makes sense. Like going to meetings and saying, yeah, we'll do this. I don't want nobody speaking for me outside this meeting, for something. Like if somebody wants to meet with you outside this meeting, they take you into a group of people and they're working on this project that maybe the city is, or another group is, and you're in there and taking all this information without I think it needs to come from the TIF board approval. To say, yeah, you can go to them, you can represent us by going to these meetings does that make sense? We do it all the time.
I agree with that 100%.
That's what we used to have liaisons at the
Yeah.
council, and I did away with it last year because what we found was we were getting cherry picked. So
Yes.
they'd get two members off and try to get them to agree
Yeah.
with this and get them on their side, and we decided this last year, if you want something from the council, you gotta come before the whole council. Instead of cherry picking off
But
members.
sometimes we might say president or vice president.
Right.
Or at least take two of you, the president and vice
Yes,
president.
right.
Represent us, go to this meeting.
But the whole
represent
board
us.
the whole board knows about
Knows
it.
about it, because what happened,
One thing that we try and do, and I think many
Yeah.
of you, when economic development meetings, we invite the president and the vice president.
Always
of
been
each
that
board,
way.
Just out of respect, but also there is reason at times that sometimes you can't bring everything to the whole board, or it doesn't always work out. So our practice, just maybe if that could be something you would, include, tell others to do if they want to take a meeting, to say, if we, president and vice, or their designee, and then that way you've got it.
But then the whole board knows about it.
You all know, I mean. I
think that's what you're
you all
getting
know
at.
because of council, that's how we operate
Yeah.
the business.
yeah, we
Well, I
get
think
that.
if somebody asks somebody from this board to come, if it's president, vice president, we have, whoever's in that position should be sending out an email, letting everybody know.
I'm going to
I
listen.
mean, I don't want to be not knowing that if Tina's president, she's going to a meeting, I don't know what's going on. I
Right,
want to
right.
know.
But like Dave said, of representing the TIF board.
Exactly.
Because
Because you're
what-
going as a representative of the TIF board.
Man, sometimes they'll pull you a button on
No,
purpose.
you're just going to gain information.
Correct, but it's still the same thing. The rest of the board needs to know about it because you're.
Well, but you
representing the whole
could be
board.
gaining information like you're saying, and I agree. Or you can go into a meeting that they're saying, and they're talking directly to you.
That's what.
We get
But that happens.
But I've
And
had-
and it's not good.
I've had them corner me on that, and I just tell them, I'll take it to the board.
For the whole board.
So I
Yeah,
don't-
you
I
do,
don't-
that's what you do,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what I do. Yeah, they'll say, what's your thoughts? I'll take it to the
And
board.
I feel sorry for
We'll
the
give you
person
that.
that's being done to.
And I just know as an organization that works daily, and I recognize that, and again, I've never had, we're talking hypothetically here, I
Right.
understand that. But I know that when I reach out to you all, I know that you have full-time jobs, and that you can't always be at our beck and call because you are busy. So that's why we do try and do the president and the vice president. We recognize the roles, the responsibilities of those offices, and then you let us know how you can provide somebody in the room or two people in the room, because sometimes it is just information gathering.
But
So I think
sometimes,
that's a good policy if you guys would adopt it,
Yeah.
and ask other groups to adopt it as well.
I think a lot of times though, if you're having a meeting, it also depends on what the meeting is. Somebody on this board might be an expert in that field. It might not be the president, it might not be the vice president.
Well, when we
It
met
might
with
be a
your-
banker
When we
or,
used to meet with
you know what I'm saying?
Cemetery.
You used to always
Yeah.
represent
Yeah.
with the guard,
Yeah.
But you do want somebody in the room, though.
Right, I get that, but what I'm saying, if you bring the right person into it and they're knowledgeable of what you're talking about, it's easy for them to come back and talk to us. But if you're not, it's hard, or if they feel like they're being attacked, or you've got to be really, it's really not a good situation. So that's what I'm asking. Make it long story short.
It's a good policy.
I think it's a good policy to adhere to.
So
That
that's
means what
a-
we've done with the council.
So that's a motion.
That's a motion, that if we're asked to somebody to represent a council person or TIF person to go represent us, that they need to get pre-approval from the board to do that.
That's your
That's
motion.
my
on the floor.
motion, yeah.
Yeah, I'll second, I like that.
Second. Further discussion? All those in favor? It's a good idea. You got more other good ideas? Or are you out?
He's done.
No, I got a bunch, we're out of money. We're out of money. The Bourbon Warehouse place down there looks really good. I can't wait to start getting the money in. Cheryl Miller probably knows more about that than anybody.
Is that just a storage facility only? They don't produce anything there, just storage.
No.
That's what I thought.
I
It'll
do,
be looked at probably within the next 2 months, and then it will be assessed in '26, payable in '27 will be the first time that it's payable. Depending on, do you know how far along they are percentage-wise? I mean, is the
It's about
first
a
building
capacity.
100%?
I would
Oh,
say
yeah.
If it's not 90, it's there probably.
Okay,
Did they
But
get a
I
tax
know that
abatement
they're
or not?
able to, they're warehousing, they're building.
They're-
I hope they-
So it's,
Yeah.
okay, then
Have
we
they
could
asked, are they
do,
going
we
to?
could do 100% on it. So as of January 1 of 2026,
I hate
it would
tax
be
abatements.
assessed, and then that would be payable in 2027 is when it would be.
So I got another question. Will we be able to, will we be able to tax that driveway?
My understanding is yes from our commercial guy,
Okay.
because he set up the way that it's built, that will be part of it. It'll become underneath paving, so
Okay.
it'll be assessed as paving, concrete paving, and
So
working
it'll be
that way.
assessed in January of 2026.
2026 is when it's
Assessed.
done, but it
So
won't
won't
be.
be payable
20
27.
It'll be
Money will be available in 2027,
2028,
2028.
yeah, because January 1, you're a year behind.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're a
okay.
year behind. So
Uh-huh.
taxes would, we look at it as January 1 of '26, it would be, we'll say 100% done. So the first time that it would be taxed would be '27, pay '28.
Okay,
And
okay.
then if they have another one done prior, say the other building is done prior to January 1 of '27, then that would come on also. So it
Okay.
depends
At the
on
same
how
time?
they- Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. I have to look at it, what it would be is, what is it January 1 of '26? January 1 of '26, they've got one full building. If they get a second one built in '26, that would be added on in '27,
27.
and then be billed in '29. Or
It's
you'd see
still
the money, on it.
staggered,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Yeah.
stacked, it's, yeah, it's
Okay,
still stacked.
okay.
Because we have to look at what was the property January 1.
Okay.
Anybody have anything else?
Do we need to make a motion to pay these 100-hour?
Yes, and we're missing one for Jean.
Yeah.
And if Cheryl comes on as a voting member, when will that be decided?
Travis, do you know when because that depends, it goes before,
The school board.
no,
No.
it
No,
goes
it's
before,
state.
it's a statute.
Okay.
That's
So they
statute.
have to change it. They're looking at trying to make us where we're voting members.
Right,
But
and that would be
that
after what? March,
Yeah.
I think.
Well, I'll make a
March,
motion,
yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve these 4 $100 bills and make a motion to also pay Jean's when we get that invoice.
I second.
I'll take it down today and turn it in.
Gene probably gonna be higher.
Got a first and a second.
Higher risk.
Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Yeah, all of ours are 25, but we're just subsidizing your expense.
I do think the first one is higher.
It is.
Yeah, a little bit.
I've been bonded before, but does that matter?
Don't matter.
First corner and Hansel and all that, so, okay.
Well, they said your credit wasn't the best.
That's probably true. I think it's maxed out. I'm gonna have to get another loan to pay this contractor.
Anything else, anybody? You can have a motion to adjourn whenever you're ready.
I'll make that.
Second.
All those in favor?
Well, I was quick on that one,
You
wasn't I?
good at this. I mean, I'm telling you right now. This one and the area plan, you guys, you're gonna be awesome.
He's gonna be a good boss.